All right. Hey, Hobo, what's going on? What's good, gang? A Hobo begs on kick. What's up, man? What's up, guys? Here we go, baby. Here we go, chat. You trying to bless me, my boy? What are you talking about, bro? Here we go, chat. Let's make this HD. Let's go.
It's not over yet. Trust me.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, guys. Give me a second, making some posts real quick. Copy.
As the iconic Captain Price once said, it's a good time to take inventory. This month, we are celebrating 20 years of Call of Duty. With all the matches played and missions completed, our history is made up of the incredible experiences created by you, the players. On behalf of all of us who work to bring these games to life each day, thank you for sharing this journey with us. We have some amazing in-game rewards we will be announcing later in the show, but for now, we wanted to take a moment to reflect. You are the reason for the success of these games, and from all of the teams across the world, we're grateful and humbled at your ongoing support, enthusiasm, and dedication to all things COD. While we celebrate this milestone, we are also looking ahead to the next chapter of awesome moments together. Today, you will see and hear all the details of Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, an exclusive look at Modern Warfare Zombies, a brand new Warzone map, Warzone mobile news, and more. In Call of Duty, no one fights alone. So we brought 250 creators from around the world to drop in live here at Call of Duty.
Let's go, baby.
And first up, this is Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer.
Let's go! To my ball collapse. The fact that they picked this song, though.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Call of Duty Next. We have
Let's
an
go.
action-packed day in store for you with gameplay and game details for Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Warzone, and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. There are over 250 creators behind us ready to
Oh
dive
my
into
gosh,
these
look at this
games,
shit,
and
bro.
we're so excited to be here with you today to unveil the future of Call of Duty. I'm Golden Boy, your host for today, alongside the one and only Stephanie Snowden. You may know her as the Studio Communications Director, and we are thrilled to go into what's going to be upcoming for the 20th year of Call of
Like
Duty,
Flash.
which is
Alex.
bonkers.
It's a little bit younger than us.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Just a touch. Thank you so much for not revealing my age.
Oh, you're quite welcome. We don't do that here. It's a safe place. Thank you. I'm
This is
thrilled
so
to be
freaking
here.
sick,
It is
man.
an electric atmosphere. It's absolutely incredible. And I am so ready to talk about Call of Duty. It's been an entire calendar year of us saying, next. Well, guess what? That starts today. We're here to talk about Modern Warfare 3, and we're going to be getting into gameplay very, very soon. But we have some amazing guests coming in from the studios. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's right. We also have some awesome viewership rewards as well for people to watch at home. Isn't that right, Steph?
It's true. Make sure you're dialed in on the broadcast here at COD Next, because you will have a chance to unlock in-game rewards for Modern Warfare 3 just for watching this stream on the official Call of Duty or Twitch YouTube channels. Take a look and chat on either of these streams for more details for your chance to earn some of the awesome loot on the screen. I want that weapon charm.
Yeah, that's right. So make sure you go out there.
Turn my
watch
phone
it.
on.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
there's no reason for you not to, but we've got some good stuff coming up on the horizon. But Steph, what do we have coming up first? This is one I'm very excited about.
Yes,
personally.
we are diving straight into Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. Joining us now, the multiplayer team from Sledgehammer Games. Adam Iskov, Senior Development Director. Greg Reisdorf,
So
Multiplayer
crazy, bro.
Creative Director. And Kim Wygant, Development Director. Guys,
It's
welcome.
huge.
I am so stoked to talk about your game.
Same.
Where
Great to
do
be here.
we even start? You know, I have.
Thanks for the follow. Definition, appreciate the follow, man.
We haven't done
Guys,
that
this
ever
is the
here,
reveal,
but,
guys.
guys,
The
this
live
has to
reveal,
feel
chat.
very freeing. It has to feel like now you're going to be able to talk about this thing that you've been working on for so long here, and you're going to also have these incredible creators playing it all in real time.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
The live reveal, baby.
Have all the creators being able to play, give us feedback on the game right away, and have everybody play in beta tomorrow. It's going to be great.
Jump right into beta tomorrow, folks. We'll be talking about that more later to remind you. But we're going to get straight
Game volume?
into
I bet.
gameplay for the folks behind us. But before
Give me a
we do,
second.
Greg, can you give us
Thanks for
a
that.
outline of what the community can really expect in the multiplayer experience for Modern Warfare 3?
We have one of the
Let me know how this sounds.
sets of launch maps ever coming to the game, and we've taken these maps and we've really
See how that sounds, brother.
revitalized them and modernized them with the latest in visuals, audio, effects, as well as gameplay coming.
Appreciate that, bro.
Bat on those.
Yo, Bam Bam, what's going on, man?
To have 'em. We
The
have
live reveal, Bam. The live reveal, bro.
coming into the
Perfect.
game around movement, around being able to be responsive in the moment. In that
Guys, if you want a bigger screen, come to my kick. It's the Jim Reaper.
The largest.
The bigger screen. If you're on TikTok,
Modern Warfare
come watch it full screen.
multiplayer.
Yeah, with carry forward.
What's up, Bam?
Modern Warfare 2, of course, you're going to be taking your inventories with you.
That's huge.
Be reminding people throughout the day. But with that largest weapon slate coming to multiplayer in Modern Warfare 3, very exciting.
can't hear it, but
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward.
Is
to
it low?
Otherwise,
Is the volume low?
Gamers all just decided to like load up and get into the action. It's going to be really pumped. We're going to be all really pumped to just see it because I had a chance to play it.
I turned it up.
I really did enjoy it.
did.
I really did enjoy it. So I mean, credit to you guys for making something that is
So much a
not
different
just,
day of the game?
fun,
Facts,
but
bro.
also
Facts.
brings back a very familiar feeling for
Facts.
old heads like myself.
I just
that
want to see the
just
movement same, bro.
immediately
That's the only thing.
see
That's the only thing I want to say.
boots on
I may
ground.
turn it off as soon as I see movement.
Thank you. That is awesome. We play it every day.
Just tell me I just need
like,
movement.
We could every day I come in. I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to get in there and just grind away.
Yeah, and each year,
I just want movement, guys. The volume's perfect. I appreciate it. No doubt, man. No doubt, man. If you guys want a bigger screen, come to my kick. It's bigger, bigger screen.
And one of
Same
the
old
things you
shit, different
mentioned
day. I
that
hear
we
that,
talked
bro.
A lot about today is this
I hear that, Bam.
player freedom in a lot of different ways. Adam, what can we expect to see down there when the game?
Phone volume is all the way
I
up
think
and
we've
can barely
already heard
hear.
some
We'll
great
read along.
positive
Wait, hold on.
feedback from the people that really know this
Are you
game
sure,
and,
bro?
breathe it
I'm gonna go
every
live
day.
on. I'm gonna go on my phone
so
and see.
I think once the gameplay kicks off,
TikTok, your
everybody's
volume
gonna
is
get their
perfect, but let me
hands
go
on it,
live
and
on my
that's
phone
gonna
and see if
be
I can hear it.
Yeah.
We're really going to see, continued
Not calling you a
positive
liar, but I
sentiment
just wanna
around
make sure.
the feel of Modern Warfare 3.
Well, you know what? I think the time for talk is past, and it brings me great joy to say, let the games begin, and let's check out Modern Warfare 3.
I turned up more for you guys on kick. the fuck just happened?
Want to highlight for the community, and as it stands right now, I mean, we have all these incredible creators, Stephanie, that are participating in this,
Sliding fast.
and you know that they're loving every minute of it. Playing some Kill Confirm with the homies, always a good time.
Yeah, I think we want to start off with talking about maps. There's so much to talk about, but let's start small for today. We're going to be playing 5 maps here, and those are the 5 multiplayer Core 6v6 maps that are in beta. Greg, you want to take us through
the live event.
what we're going to see?
Yeah, of course. Well, right now we're watching a little bit of Skid Row, and that is, you know, a great map.
Iconic.
We have Rust here, and again, Rust is, there's so much happening in these maps, and you know, Adam, what else are we seeing? What else are we going to have in the beta?
Well,
There's Favela.
As Stephanie mentioned, today we're playing 5 of the 16 Core 6v6s that we're launching on day 1 with Modern
like
Warfare
the same
3.
game.
So we're talking Favela, Estate, Rust, Skid Row, High Rise,
Yeah.
all of which are stone cold classics that, you know, we've modernized to, you know, accommodate the Modern Warfare 3 updated player mechanics and movement and gameplay and weapon feel.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to get a little taste of what's going to be in the beta, and then you know, give players some excitement around what's launching on day 1.
It's really fun for me, as I had mentioned previously, you know, having played and competed way back in the day in Modern Warfare 2 and stuff, and seeing these maps return again, because, like, you know, I look at Favela and I remember, oh, a long time ago, and Clayster eliminated me from a Game Battles tournament and absolutely bopped me in the middle, you know, in front of all my friends. He doesn't remember it, but I remember it for the rest of my life.
That's all that matters.
Favela holds a special place in my heart for sure.
I think the coolest thing for me is dropping into a brand new set of maps, but having enough familiarity. I know right where I am, right? But a lot of what we've done and what we're going to see today are these great sledgehammer touches that you guys have brought to these maps, made modern for Modern Warfare 3.
That's right. We've stayed true to the original level design and layout of the original maps. So if you remember some sweet spots, some lines of sight from the originals, those are still going to be there. But we've also made some adjustments to just make them feel better for Modern Warfare 3's player movement and weapon feel. And we feel like it's a really happy medium and a great balance between the two.
Here's my personal favorite, Kim.
Agreed.
I would like to talk to you about this. Fellow high-rise stands, where are you at? I know you're back here.
I see players are already figuring out some of the Easter eggs of, you know, the original maps and how to get back into it.
Oh yeah, well there was only one way to try and take over bomb site in S&D. You had to hit the little catwalk on the opening of the map. Come on, guys.
Everybody yesterday, I saw all the creators at the red carpet event. They're all like, I'm sniping off the map. I'm sniping off the ladder on high res. Watch me. I'm a 360 off it. I'm like, oh, here we go. We're already there.
So good. It was so important to us to keep all of those opening moves that you remember from back in the day, and being able to have those in the game, but also have this modernization of the movement, how we're able to work with the high mantles in the game now, like all of this stuff that we're watching in high res. You can now go over a lot of this with mantles, and you can go over, like, you can use your slide canceling, you could do all of that.
Well, I was going to ask about that. Did that create a layer of, you know, maybe some complexity with the slide canceling and stuff like that, like trying to...
I wonder how many of the players are
don't
streaming?
get just completely turned upside down.
Right now.
It does, and one of the things about these maps is these maps were made 14 years ago.
It's
like,
cool that they're bringing this
to have
nostalgia
that,
look back.
But
it looks like it's the same shit, bro. I mean,
right? We've added that modernization
really
to
change
what gamers expect, to what our Call of Duty
Game's changed a lot in those years.
Yeah, it is, and you have to bring everything up to the standard of today. And when we've gone through and we've maintained a lot of that within these maps, and there's a few places where we've had to make exceptions for that, but for the most part, like, you can go in, those lines of sights that were there are still there, and you're going to have fun. You're going to be able to do those opening moves, those opening snipe shots, especially in high rise, just off the bat.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And keeping that conversation going, what are the maps like? Because I know that there's going to be more down the line.
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Let's talk about the launch maps. Yeah.
So in addition to these 5 that we're playing today, day 1 on launch, we're going to get the rest of the 16 OGs.
It looks better,
from
but
2009.
it's
so
in
we're
my
talking
opinion, it looks
Karachi,
kinda,
Invasion, Afghan,
Like
Skid Row.
It's
you know,
not Reaper
Rundown.
Found.
Yeah, like it's all there and on and on.
Oh, we got the scrap.
Yeah, so
Yours
we're
works way
super
better. I
excited
hear
to
that,
be
brother.
bringing those.
I don't blame
And in addition to those OGs, we
I don't
have
know.
some new ground war maps that we're launching too. So we have 3 ground war maps that are brand new, which is the traditional like 32v32 vehicle gameplay.
back.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's going to be an awesome alternative for people if they want to take a break from 6v6 or just mash it up.
Like want to go bigger, but you don't
Airport,
necessarily want to
yeah.
dive fully into
Airport's sick.
Warzone. You have
Give the,
ground
third
war.
and
That is
first.
so for people like me who like, you know, big,
Third and
crazy,
first,
like
like person?
huge battles. Like this is so exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ground War is a great mode for that. And aside from Ground War, I'm excited to say that there is another mode coming back that many of us know and love originally from Call of Duty World War II, and that is War Mode.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, we are super. I mean, War Mode holds a special place in my heart too.
Yeah.
From
After Nuke's
2017.
Airport?
It's
Nice.
it's a brand
Yeah,
new
Nuke's
map
back in
that's
there was a big
launching on
deal.
day one as well. It's got the attacker
between
defender
third and
gameplay that
first,
we
yeah.
remember from the mode.
I'm not good at
the
third
linear
person games.
objectives,
I really
the
don't like them that much.
buildables, the scripted events.
I never gave
It's-
him a chance.
It's
I
really
can't say
exciting
I
to
don't
see
like it.
that
It's
be
one of my
part of our
favorite
day
map
one
for
launch
Favela.
slate as well.
Awesome.
Favela,
So we've
one of my
got
favorite
Ground
maps.
War, we've got Core 6v6, we've got War Mode, and a little something we're going to get to later
So
in the show,
essentially,
a brand new mode
you're basically
coming
playing
to
the same game with different
multiplayer that
maps.
will be available at
Honestly.
launch,
Chon, what's up, man?
and also playable in the beta.
You're playing the
That's right.
same
Yeah,
game
yeah.
on different
Very
maps.
exciting stuff.
Yeah, it's
With a
really
slight movement buff.
so cool to see a lot of these players get back to the roots, you know, because you can even see it. Like,
like the third
that's something I
person
always
too, but
enjoyed
after
about
a
a lot of
while,
these
it's kinda
like big
weird it
reveal
is.
events, right? Is
Is
everyone
what
loads in,
it
they're discovering
looks
these
like.
maps.
Yeah, you're
for
playing
the
the
first
same game.
time. They're seeing
Look
them
at everybody's
with fresh
skins.
eyes.
Everybody's skins
But
are transferred
here,
over. You're playing the same
That's
game.
not the case. We
Like
got a
with
lot
the
of
beta,
familiarity
yeah.
here, and now
I
they're
don't
the
know.
fresh eyes are going to be like, what did they add? What did they contribute to like make this into their own vision of a map?
Like,
but I do appreciate
Call
as
of
a
Duty's
competitive
kinda
guy that you
washed
guys
up.
really focused on keeping the core of the maps. You know,
We love
same.
these maps.
I just
Like,
don't-
these
I just don't know
we've
how I feel,
adopted these
Jack.
maps internally at Sledgehammer. We treat them as our own, and we've gone through every nook and cranny, understanding them, understanding where
Let's
all
go,
of
bro.
the Easter eggs are, where all the line sites are. We have
Apex
tons
Legends?
and tons of PowerPoints about
I
it.
tried it. I couldn't get
that just
into it.
allow us to go through and really
It's
understand
not the same.
like,
They
what
changed the
makes these
colors
maps
when
work.
they source print.
And then what we've
source
done
prints.
is we've taken that nostalgia and we've
It's so
also
bad,
added that
man.
modernization of spice on
I
top
don't
of
know
it,
how I
that
feel,
when you're
guys. I
playing
don't know
these,
how
when
I
you're
feel,
coming
man.
back to
Anybody
them,
watching, give me
it
your
is
intake.
familiar,
What does it
but
look like
also
to
new
you?
at the same time.
It looks
where
like
you're
the
now
same
able to
exact
mantle
game,
over things that you were
and all
never
they
able to
did
get
was
to
made your
on-
slide
you're able to
faster.
get up on top of things. Right here, we're watching.
Oh, there we
you know,
go. Yeah, yeah.
sometimes-
There it is.
I
There it
live
is.
here. I live here.
Right on. And to Greg's point too, when
4
these
points.
maps first came out in 2009,
Looks like the same
Hardpoint did not
exact
exist.
game.
Yeah.
Kill
Yeah.
Confirm did not exist. So those are brand new modes for these maps that were never
Well,
experienced. the
I'm
first
interested
time
to see how those modes potentially like elevate some of these maps that maybe were, you know, less
Giant did
played.
a podcast on it.
like,
Yeah, we're
competitively
actually
or
coming
even
back.
casually,
He actually hit me
back
up
in the
about I'll
day.
bring
New
it back.
experience.
Whole new
Well,
experience.
last
New
match, we
experience. You
played
got some of those maps,
Superpowers
those
make it
larger
tough.
maps in
Gotta figure out the pace.
you know,
Yes,
Modern
true.
Warfare 209,
They're,
like Trail
Lobbies,
and
Superpowers,
Underpass.
they will.
And
They'll
those
bring- they'll
play
bring Superpowers.
fantastic when you get into
You
10v10
do anything
or
to mess the game
12v12.
up.
We've had those modes are coming. They're going to come out after launch.
Me and Johnny are gonna be doing a
and
podcast
It's
on
just fabulous to be able to play them on there. We also have
So the beta's
control for
tomorrow,
those,
right?
you
Is the
know,
beta for everyone?
EDL players.
I haven't bought the game
EDL
yet.
folks, yes.
And that's going to be amazing.
I need to buy the game,
The
so.
competitive
Guys,
community
remind me to buy the
on
game
these
today,
maps
please.
and really, you know, play them and
Just tapped.
understand
Tapped
what's
in
happening.
from what I just saw.
Well, we're watching some great kill confirmed action here. We've been flipping around a bit, and
We'll know
find me
until
in
we
that
play it.
sniper lane. That's all I gotta say.
You're there selling the
Guys,
game
I will be
update?
there. I will be
Selling,
waiting for you
bro.
in the beta tomorrow.
Oh, question for you. What's
So
up, bro?
great.
ADS ready.
I know we've been
I don't
talking
know,
a lot
guys.
about the 20-year anniversary of Call of Duty.
I don't
but,
know.
What better way to celebrate that than like
If you guys on
know,
YouTube,
with
YouTube people, what do you
These
guys think?
all of
Talk to me.
these 16
Talk to
day
me.
one. You know,
We're
it's
looking at high rise
yeah.
in 2023. And
Comment your
it's
opinion.
so cool. I'm just
Yeah.
going to take a moment to appreciate that. Like, you know, it's not every day that you get to not
Tell me what
just
you
go
think.
back and like relive
Get a
things that
PC
you
next week?
enjoyed so much.
Think beta tomorrow's
growing up, but then
pre-orders,
also
but
to,
for console only?
there
That's
are
so stupid.
some streamers here who are younger.
I am not
than,
hooking up a
Call of
console to play
Duty's
this shit.
launch, you know,
That's right.
20 years ago. So they're going to get to experience this.
All
really
people on
for the
YouTube,
fresh
what do you
coat
guys
of
think
paint for
about
the
it?
first
I
time
need to
ever.
know.
It has to feel quite liberating for you guys, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think really these
I
maps
am not hooking a PC
hold
up
up
for this
for
shit.
you know old school
I mean, a
veterans as
console
well
for
as
this.
like people who are brand new to Call of Duty. If this is your first game playing Call of Duty, you're obviously
Yeah,
Never
PC
been
next
a better
week. That's
time
great.
to jump in. Yeah,
First
I
day
mean,
of the
you're
PS, yep.
absorbing so much of COD's history. To your point, what a better
First day
way
of
to
the PS.
celebrate 20 years of Call of Duty than with these iconic maps returning in an all-new way. And we're going to talk about all those new ways as part of the, you know, the innovations that you guys have brought to gameplay in just a second. But we want to remind the audience out there that while you're watching gameplay today, you will get to play it starting tomorrow. Take a look here at the beta schedule. For players who pre-order on PlayStation, starting tomorrow and next week for players who order on Xbox and PC. The maps, modes, weapons you're seeing here today, those are in beta.
20 years
so
of this game.
2 new ground war maps and
I've been playing
in-game
this for
rewards
20
for
years,
playing.
basically.
So anyway, take a look, take notes here with the pros playing, tune into the stream, get some hot tips before you drop into your first match tomorrow.
That's right. It's going to be quite exciting to see, you know, everyone across like all the different platforms, just like going live, playing COD, like, and then again loading up and then seeing like Scrapyard or High Rise. It still just blows my mind. I genuinely am so excited about this. But you know, there are a lot of like maps that returning fans like myself definitely will enjoy. But you know,
what I tell people,
I love some.
My opinion.
You know, is there anything that we should be expecting, you know, like post launch as far as like?
If you're working on consistency, keep working out.
Very, very excited to tell you both today that
take that shit once you get further along your journey.
We have
because
a bunch of new maps coming. So season 1 was dropping 3, season 2 dropping 3.
It could add a little weight on you. It makes you stronger.
Season there will be 12 new 6v6 maps
coming
to Modern Warfare 3.
Launching with 16, 12 down the road, that is a big map pool to choose from.
And these are all different sizes of maps, different locales,
for all
different play styles. You know, you might see 1 or 2 fan favorites come back as well over the course of live season, but we have a bunch of new maps coming that we're really excited about.
And those are 6v6
6v6
competitive maps that players can play. There are other maps in there as well that we'll talk about once we get into the live season, but 6v6 core maps.
Stay tuned.
Right off the bat.
And guess what? With all of those maps, it's back. You know what you can do with them? You can vote. We're going to see it in a lobby soon, but map voting is back. Folks, get excited. I mean, the community has been thrilled. I can't wait to see it in action here today. I'll be taking notes on which ones we know are the ringers of the group. I think we have a good feeling.
Somebody voted for Estate, it looks like. Here, we're looking at Estate.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Somebody voted for that's a good one.
That's awesome, bro.
I like Estate.
Stay at it, man.
I think we have an idea of where the maps are going to land in the voting, but when you account for the new modes, the modes that you were never playing in there before, when you get into Hardpoint and you need that space to have that rotation, it'll be interesting to see what ones are popping up.
That's what I'm looking forward to. I want to jump into a private match lobby with my friends and run around and see where the hard points are on you know, these like on Derailed or something like that. Because Skid Row, like I was actually talking with Nameless in the back about this. It's like these maps now, like you have maps like Skid Row that can actually like be potentially viable, like competitively, which is quite exciting. It just changes the entire like feel of the offering, which you know, we didn't have back then.
We've honestly already been talking to CDL a little bit about some of their favorites, about what they might want to play, and it's great to get their feedback early on to see how the competitive.
All right, we're looking at Lupo, my guy Lupo. He is in his loadout editor. We can get a good look here. He's got the lightweight boots. And Kim, I would love if you would take us through what we're seeing here and how loadout select has changed and what players can expect.
Yeah, so what you're seeing here, so someone is looking at our boots category. This is actually one of our new categories for perks. So we've split up the perks into 3 different categories. We have boots, gloves, and gear. And you're going to see some fan favorites come back. We've remixed some of the perks, and we've brought some new ones into the fray. Now, they're all also represented with physical gear items. So everything that you see there has some contextualization for players. So it's not just a list of things you're selecting from. It's like you're getting these movement boosts because you're bringing in boots, or you're getting this weapon handling bump because you're bringing in
It's a learning experience, bro.
So we really like to add
like
that
learning your body and stuff.
Context for players.
The good thing is that you're attempting to do that and taking it day by day,
it's logical, but you're also going to see some of the same perks that we know and love. So Call of Duty fans will be familiar with them, but presented in an all-new way. What are you guys most excited about to see here with players getting into that loadout edit, kind of customizing these builds out for their play styles?
I think for me, it's all of the movement aspects of it, right? So we have so many things that are on there on perks that are around. We have one that alloys you to slide further.
The knee pads.
Yeah, the knee pad.
Greg, I've been using the
pads.
I've been using the tack pads.
And then we have the lightweight boots. We have the canvas sneakers. I also hear they're your favorite.
I'm sneaky. I'm trying to move. I need all the help I can get. We need all the things.
So, and those are just going to cancel out your noise when you're moving around. They're going to eliminate footsteps.
The true silent movement perk
is
back.
Nice.
Can confirmed, have used it, heard nothing. So,
yeah, bro.
It is very silent.
I'm definitely
it's only footsteps.
Oh, yeah, no, I could. Well, also, you know, I mean, I can't hear it anymore either. Old age, anyway. No.
Keep making these old jokes. I don't know what's happening.
But hey, I guess when you're talking about Call of Duty having been around for so long, it's just amazing how we've all just grown up with this, right? And you guys are seeing these things that happened back then. The way the game was made, and you're taking ways to like improve upon it while also again keeping it very familiar, but also keeping it very fresh. Something that really stuck out to me, Kim, is that you guys bringing back that classic of radar, right? You got your mini map with red dots on there.
To be fair,
I love it. I'm glad that came back in.
Yeah, so for you, it would be good to get into it because it's brand new.
Suppressed weapon fire will show up as a red dot on the mini map.
Very excited for us.
And we think it's really just a core intel piece for our player base for Modern Warfare 3. We really want to make sure that people know where the firefights are happening, really understand,
Very excited for us.
And as we mentioned earlier about just knowing the maps and being very familiar and nostalgic with those things, like you can see the red dots on the mini maps and you can understand, I know the map already potentially coming in.
Let's go.
I know how I'm going to flank. I know where we're going to go.
I'm going to order it, and then
strategize
I
more
can't
with
play
your
it next week because
so,
PC
we really
next
just
week.
felt that bringing back the classic was absolutely the way to go.
It's classic gameplay return to classic maps. I think to your point, on these maps, it makes perfect sense, especially with the familiarity. And even for new players, you're going to figure these maps out quickly. But it's it feels right. It feels great. I've really loved seeing it. You have a direct way to engage. I'm really excited to hear you guys talk about that. And that's not the only piece of classic gameplay that you
build after this. I don't know if I'm going to stream or not.
Tell me more. We've talked about a little bit of movement, but I'd like to get into some of the nitty gritty. Slide
was going to grab any new game
animation cancel, reload animation cancel. They're both back.
Yeah. So we felt really strongly about bringing back slide cancel and reload cancel.
Hope we do
and
get
in both of those things, really the core was we wanted players to feel responsive and feel like they had a lot of options. So we know that when you commit to doing a slide, you're stuck on a pretty linear trajectory. You know that when you're doing a reload, some of those weapons have really long reloads. It's a real big commitment. So even after doing that, we wanted to make sure that players had the choice to cancel out of that because we know things change moment to moment so quickly in these battles. And it felt right, and we're just so happy that we have it back in. And we know that I think we feel that players are really going to be happy these things are back in.
Awesome. We're going to see it a lot here today. I'm sure we have our movement kings and queens getting around the map in new and interesting ways. Now, Greg, time to kill, or TTK. Always a hot topic with our players, with our community. It's complex. It has a lot of different moving pieces when we talk about it. Can you give us details on what to expect in terms of time to kill?
Bullshit, I'm punching, and control sending me. It says not right. Oh, trust me. It does to me too. Thanks for the gift too, boy. I just seen it. Thanks for the gift, brother.
Only the exact details. So rather than 100 health, we have 150 health across all of our players.
So that's got parity with Warzone.
So that is parity with Warzone, what's currently live in Warzone.
Yep.
And it'll also carry over into Modern Warfare 3 Season 1 as well. And what we've also done with that time to kill, so what you're going to notice is it's much more consistent across the board. So we've eliminated some of these spikes that we've had in the past. Because our modifiers, so we have modifiers on when you get a headshot, it does more damage. When you do a limb shot, it does less damage. So we've kind of normalized those and closed the gap between them. And what that allows for you as a player is you're able to really have this experience where it's consistent. So when you're putting bullets on target, it is now like you get that feeling, you get that rhythm back into your gameplay. And you're able to go from combat to combat and start to feel that pace of combat, especially with our hit markers now, like the sound effects, if you haven't had a chance to listen to them, like they're fantastic. The audio team's done a great job with them.
Hit markers also fantastic.
Yeah, hit marker visuals as well. So you're also notice that headshot hit marker. So that's when that extra damage is going to come into play, and it's normalized across the board. So it is a little longer. You could respond to getting shot. Like as soon as you start to see your screen light up red, you can pull away, you can get into cover, and really take that engagement in the way that you want to take that engagement.
Yeah, I think with those visual identifiers and with the audio cues, kind of taking that step forward a little bit, you certainly feels like you have a bit more time to evade, definitely.
Yes.
You have more survivability, you have more options with the freedom of movement
yes, it certainly
to get out of combat. And that includes a new thing that I would like to talk about called tac stance.
Yes, tac stance is a fantastic addition to our movement set, as well as what you're doing with tactical gameplay. It is a mix, it's right in between your aim down the sight, so you're very pinpoint accuracy and your hip fire. So the hip fire is going to be that big spread that you have. And so what it allows you to do is when you're in ADS, you can actually go in and toggle tack stance.
We just saw the UI pop up on
sweet. There
the
it
screen.
is. There's tack stance right there.
It's gonna appear as down on the D-pad for those of
and
you
for any
watching
sweats out there, I think it's important to note this is kind of it takes like an assault rifle and turns it into almost like a little bit of a sub, where you can kind of like push corners a little bit more aggressively with it.
It's great for a CQB.
Yeah. So it feels like you're getting the best of both worlds with it, while also still obviously you're not going to get the full benefits of using an SMG.
And so those LMGs, like being able to take those longer range, when we talked earlier about Derail or some of the larger maps, like you want to be able to run a longer gun. So being able to take that in and then going to canted, going to tack stance, inside, indoors, going in those warehouses is a fabulous mechanic to have.
We just saw it here. We're seeing some clips of it.
Yeah, and it is very good.
What are your thoughts so far, man? Talk to me.
I can see the application for it, and I think we're going to see some awesome outplay opportunities. Like, players are going to go nuts with that feature.
It's like fun.
It's also nice just if you have a specific playstyle. Adam, you mentioned it's really great for close quarters combat, which is personally what I have used it for when I've been playtesting with you guys. But I think it's there if you want it, and if you're not, if you're not into it, don't use it. You know, it's an option. It's again that optionality for players. Choose how they engage with movement and all of these new fun toys that we're showing off in Modern Warfare 3.
And there are option settings for that tack stance. Right now, it's on the down D-pad. If you're not a controller masher like I am, I get in there, I panic a little bit. There's options for you to allow you to put it on your stick, which, well, if you're not a keyboard and mouse player, and you can go in and it is much more like it is a skill at that point, being able to utilize that in those close quarters combat.
Right. Adam, I see you studying gameplay intently. We're on Rust here. What are we seeing?
I love me some Rust. And just talking about the options any player can use. Somebody was running a shotgun a second ago. Now we're seeing something with an AR. There's snipers up at the top of the tower. There's, on a map like this, that's
a lot of variety.
Yeah, that's really like fast gameplay. You can still see it. It's viable for all different play styles, which is really exciting.
Yeah, there really is nothing better than grabbing a shotty and just running around the map and.
I mean, he just had the Renetti out. He's going ham with it. You got all different options here. We're probably going to see a lot of that on Rust today.
Taking a hard point right now.
Well, this has been really fun to check out, and we have plenty more to watch, without a doubt, here. But we're going to take a quick break from the gameplay for a brief second. We actually wanted to mention an awesome partnership between Call of Duty and the Hundreds. Now, you're taking a look here. We should be seeing in a moment at a limited edition Call of Duty Hundreds clothing line, and you have a chance to win one of these 50 sets. So simple. All you got to do is follow @Call of Duty on X or Twitter, and make sure you tweet or post #CodNext and #sweepstakes for a chance to win one of 50 sets of the Ghost Bomb collection. So follow the channel, tweet the hashtags for a chance to win a set from this awesome lineup. And let's just go ahead and jump right back into the gameplay. And Greg, we'll toss one over to you here. So for anyone who has been playing Modern Warfare 2, right, we now know like their inventory, that's going to be making its way over to this game, which is really, really cool. And it creates that like value for that player. Like, hey, my time here was worthwhile.
Exactly, and it is all about honoring the player investment for us. Like we call this carry forward. We talked a little bit about it before. We had some blog posts about it.
I want to be in this event one
with
day,
carry forward, all of your investment into Modern Warfare 2 is coming over into Modern Warfare 3. So any weapon that you unlock is available for you day one in Modern Warfare 3, so you can go ahead and use that. Any operator that you've purchased or that you've unlocked as well. So if you got that spawn operator from Season 6.
The Season 6 Battle Pass is coming with us.
It's there. It's there at day one, and it's fantastic to have. Even all of those blueprints and everything coming in with your weapon level as well is available. All of your attachments, your camos are there.
If you completed your mastery camos, you got your Orion. That's coming with us.
But don't worry, the grind is still there for the Modern Warfare 3 weapons because it has its own set of completionist camos as well that you can go in and grind your heart out for those and go ahead and get those in the game.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some of the other new challenges coming to Modern Warfare 3 in a little bit, but exciting to hear that the camo grind is real. We'll be back on it before we know it. More to come soon.
Oh yeah, more to come. I love it. More to come soon. So ominous.
News at 6.
Well, speaking of weapons, though, I love the fact that we're going to get carried forward. I like the fact that, you know, there's plenty as we're seeing here. What other new weapons might we, you know, be treated to, I guess, moving forward here?
We have a bunch of new weapons coming in Modern Warfare 3. We have over 30 new weapons that you can experience, level, get new attachments for them. We have new global attachments as well that are available that you can use across all of your weapons.
Wow.
Yeah, even the Modern Warfare 2 weapons. And then we have 20+ operators that are there for you to unlock and be able to use and experience.
If you don't mind me asking, how it must have been a fun challenge to take those weapons from MW2 and then bring them over to MW3 and like really try.
Oh yeah, it's been a fun challenge.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Yeah, it's been great, and being able to have all of those weapons and being able to have your arsenal come with you is an amazing experience.
I feel like it was important to you guys to have that.
It is. It's very important for us to honor our players and be able to, you know, take all of that. But you spent a year in this game. We need to bring that into the next game and allow you to be able to experience it and have fun and not set you back all the way. We still have, you know, 1 to 55. You're going to be able to level that again. And we have new content in there for you to experience.
All the bells and whistles.
All the bells and whistles is there. But being able to have those weapons, being able to make it work with all of the attachments, we're actually doing tuning on those weapons as well, so they're not going to be exactly the same. They're going to
get the balance pass. For Modern
they're going to
Warfare
have
3.
the essence of the Modern Warfare 2 weapons, but they're not going to be one-to-one. You can actually go in, and our friends at Beanox have been able to put in detailed weapon stats for us, and you're going to be able to go in and look at all of those intricacies. Check out what their headshot multipliers are. Check out what their, you know, limb damage is. All of that stuff in there.
And that brings up attachment tuning. Attachment tuning is coming to Modern Warfare 3.
It is. It's part of Modern Warfare 2. It's part of that carry forward.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, excellent stuff. I think we're all just happy that, you know, what I had already used is gonna come with me.
Nicki Minaj is coming with you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
That was what I needed to know about. You know, not Spawn. Although I do love me some Spawn.
The Barbs are thrilled. Kim, we are seeing some epic looking skins and weapons on our creators here today. In fact, right now, if you look at the screen, check that out. I believe these are from the Modern Warfare 3 Vault Edition. Can you give us some additional info?
Yeah, happy to. So what you're seeing right now are the weapon camos that are going to be in our Vault Edition. There's a blue and a red version. So there's the Crimson Fate is what we're calling one of them, and the Carbon Fate is the other. And these will be applicable on 4 different weapons if you get the Vault Edition, plus all of their attachments. And they're reactive, so the better you do in the match, the more eliminations you get in a match, the more you'll start to see that visual change on your weapon. And as you can see also, the operators have their own versions of this. These are the cool Nemesis skins. So there is a blue version and a red version there. The blue version goes on Price and Ghost, and the red version goes on Warden and Makarov. Those are the 4 operators that get these skins. Same reactive tech, so you're going to see a little bit of the silver, metallic, shiny looking skin come up on the hands and the torso. The better you do in the match.
I've seen a lot of Warden hype on the internet, so I think people are really excited to see her in action, and that skin in particular is awesome. But one thing about the reactive skins, to your point, these are performance driven, so that effect actually will scale back if you stop getting kills, guys.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, got to do well.
Gotta
You want to see the fun stuff on screen.
Yeah.
We need you to perform. So those will be awesome. People will be popping off, having these awesome effects go around the map as well. And of course, those are in the Vault Edition.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of the weapons and diving into it a little bit more, I understand as well that there is also a new system that you guys have on top of that with the aftermarket parts, right? Which if we could dive a little bit more into that, because that sounded really fascinating to kind of like make guns play in a different way just off of one part alone.
Yeah, it is. And here we're seeing a little bit of it where this is our LMG that has a bullpup conversion to it. So they're full conversion kits that allow these weapons to really go cross-class and to change up. They are meaningful, powerful changes.
And that's a Renetti.
That's a Renetti that is actually turning into an SMG with this conversion kit. It's like a 3D printed part on there.
No secondary.
No secondary. So what you do not, like we have a gunner vest that allows you to take a primary as a secondary. You do not need to take that if you're swapping out your Renetti for that aftermarket part to make it into an SMG.
And one of the coolest things is how you unlock these amps. So we're going to see, we call them amps. We love acronyms here, guys. So we have 2 amps that are coming to beta. I believe. But how you're going to unlock them at launch and beyond? You want to talk a little bit about those challenges?
Yeah, so in beta they unlock a little differently than they do at launch. So at launch, they're actually we have a new system called weekly challenges. It is pretty much exactly as it sounds. There are challenges, a group of challenges that we release weekly.
I was worried it was like bi-weekly for a moment.
Yeah.
Trick question.
Yeah. Thankfully, it is every week. And then the reward for getting all of those challenges for that week is an aftermarket part. So the first 3 weeks that the game is out, we have an aftermarket part reward for those, completing those challenges. You can then take that aftermarket part into the game and use that.
I think too, again, it just the through line with Modern Warfare 3. This is player choice, is player freedom. It's on this new way to customize the experience and let the player kind of choose the way to have their own play style reflected in those guns using the amps. It's super exciting.
Yeah, it definitely is. As we're going to continue to take, just more of a look and enjoy, the game as players continue to run around and get into some more shenanigans, playing some domination here as well on Estate. I've done that many times. So, this is, again, it still just baffles my mind that I'm looking at, these maps in 2023, and I'm just excited to play them. Yeah, and even the movement. I'm just excited to play them then as I am now, like that is such a wonderful feeling to have. And then also on top of that too, just to see the way that, players can interact with the ways you build your classes. I really do like what you guys did with the perk system and how you contextualized it and made it like a physical thing. Was that like a desire to kind of just make it a bit more grounded, or what was the I guess the design choice on that, rather than just going with pictures on a screen? You guys went for something quite bold.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really was a big part of the context for the players. It's not just a UI menu with choices, that were sort of ambiguous. It was a little bit, we wanted to make sure that you brought in your fighting load carrier, right? Your FLC was what we talked about, internally is this thing where every piece of gear that you brought in did something meaningful for your loadout selection. So perks was a big part of that, and we got a chance to look at the gear items, all inspired by real-world military tech and items, and we were able to really figure out what goes with what.
Hey, Modern Warfare 2, and this looks the same trash, different map.
Really good,
I guess we're getting
field of choices.
Good COD ever again. Still playing Modern Warfare 2? Yeah. Randy, you're right, bro.
We actually have a two-story
Randy, it looks like the same thing,
tower.
brother.
I'm going to call it a tower.
Pretty epic in here.
It's absolutely wild in here, and everyone is very focused on their play.
Randy, you're 100% right, brother.
Hey, that's us. Oh, hey.
Unfortunately, in my opinion, guys, to keep it real with you, it's the same game. They may throw a few skins in there, but
filled with Modern Warfare 3, filled with awesome creators from all over the world. And
there's only so much you can play.
Ted Timmons would say, the vibes are good. We're gonna hear Ted talk about.
But I'm looking forward to putting together a solid search and short team.
Screen you're looking at there, that the logo, the Modern Warfare, that's a screen. And behind there are all the players that are behind that screen, which is so cool. I didn't even know that was a thing that you could do. 15 years in this industry, still continuously to be shocked by new tech that comes out all the time.
This is Call of Duty, baby.
Yeah, you guys go big. I respect it.
Cutting edge.
Yeah, love it. Love to see it here. We're getting a few of these games wrapped up, but there's definitely this sense in the room of like, all right, Q next. Go next. GG, go next. Go next.
It's so fun to play it. Like, every day I come into the office and I boot up the game, get into a match as quickly as possible, and start playing. And it is just fun to watch them play as well, because there's so many things that they're doing. Like earlier, we were watching a circuit around the estate house.
I'm excited because it's a new game, but at the end of the day, bro, just looking at it while it's
being able to,
to me, it looks the same. I mean,
sprint when you're tag
they
sprinting,
increase
we
the
actually
movement.
increase the mantle speed so it feels more fluid.
They increase a little bit, but
and we're regenning your tag sprint as you're
them allowing you to bring guns over and stuff like that. I think it's a big
as hell. People pop off with Battle Rage, so Battle Rage is back.
Battle Rage is back. It's actually moved into the tactical slot.
Yes.
So it is very powerful. So if you take that,
not sure how.
We have an awesome vest, the engineering vest, that allows you to take 2 tacticals.
I'm not like
maybe we didn't touch on the vest.
Super amped.
Let's talk about some of the vests.
Yeah. So the vest is a really big piece of that. Like, it is our main core piece of gear. Kim touched on how we contextualized everything. That vest is, we're contextualizing what you're actually putting into the game. So it's going to dictate
Yeah,
what,
same.
your
I'm ready for
tacticals,
the maps.
tactical slots
I'm ready for
you
the
have,
old
how
school
many you
maps.
can
It's
take,
just bringing
how many
back some
lethals
memories
you
for
can
me.
take, how many, well, you get one boot and you get one one glove.
Yeah.
So you can't take multiple gloves. But how many gear slots you can actually have. So with the engineering vest that I just mentioned,
Yeah, I'm a
you're
pre-order
getting
too.
2 tacticals.
So I guess it's only out
At the
for
cost of
PlayStation
your
tomorrow.
at the cost of your
Yo,
lethal,
Adrian, what's up, man?
and
How you
you
doing,
also
Goat?
gain another
How you doing,
gear
Adrian?
slot.
Awesome.
And that gear slot is
Man,
super
I would love to
important
be able
because
to go
that
to an
gear slot
event
is
like
where
this
all of your
and actually be a
intelligence
part of
perks
this.
lie.
We
So
gotta
those
keep
are things
grinding
like
hard,
what we used
chat.
to call hardline or high alert
Yep.
sit in that slot, and now you can take both of them at
So
the same
cool.
time and really have that advantage.
Awesome.
Yeah,
And
well,
if there are 4 vests to choose from
Yep.
at the moment. I believe.
Correct. In beta, there are 4, yeah.
See how fast he climbed up?
Expect to see those tomorrow. Infantry vest, engineer
How you
vest.
doing, Adrian?
Seen a lot of
I think
people
we
running
will be
infantry
on a
vests
beta
today.
crazy
In
doing the
fact,
charity
right
stream. Nice,
here at
man.
the moment, we just got a peek at the loadout.
I'm gonna be on
That is
too.
going to allow
next
your
week.
attack sprint to regen faster. It is
I gotta
the
buy it
core,
too.
like if you're familiar with Call of Duty, I imagine most of our people watching are. That is your core loadout. So you have your your normal 3 perks.
How you
and
doing,
you get your
Adrian?
tactical, lethal, primary, secondary.
Yep.
And what's cool about the vests is they actually have perks baked into them. So with the infantry vest
Fast,
baked
yeah.
in right away, you're getting that
Kinda
attack sprint
fast, man.
refresh even faster. And also a little bit of an extended time there. And one of the
You
things
be
that
on
we've
next
done
weekend too? Yes,
across
I'm
the
off next
board is
weekend.
we've increased that attack sprint.
I am
and we've
off next
also
weekend,
allowed you
brother.
to have
I'll be
much
on.
more faster ADS
Yeah.
strafe speeds as well in there.
Yeah, I do like how you guys have managed to take a lot of the vests and stuff and then make it also combine with other things or like really have everything kind of synergize together and have you create like the optimal build here. It's quite customizable.
And it's really helped out a lot with how we balance the game in that sense, because now what we've done is we've let you take more than we normally do. But we've also balanced that out with what you can't take in that same
There are
moment.
trade-offs,
Yeah.
very clear trade-offs. I think what you're talking about, selecting the vest, selecting the boots. It's going to come at a cost, and that's where the balance lies.
Yeah, and we love that we are going into these matches. You're making decisions. You have to make those decisions before you go in, and really, have consequences if you're choosing wrong, and learn from it and go back and make new decisions.
So I can't change those in match,
11
correct?
in the
Well, you
morning.
can change it.
11
I can't change that was a
The
trick.
consequences. The consequences are,
Go hide
we want you
somewhere.
to be in
Yeah, I was
control.
like,
of it.
what?
You
Yeah.
still have to
definitely
live with
need
the consequences of your
help
actions.
pressure
I
everyone.
always
For
do.
that moment.
They've been haunting me for years.
Busy, bro.
now.
Getting that business stuff running, bro.
Let's talk. I haven't seen anybody get one yet. I've seen a couple streaks pop off, but I'm wondering about kill streaks.
Yeah.
If we have any personal favorites at the desk here.
Well, for sure. I mean, the equipment
Slide,
selection we
bro.
have
I
in
wanna see
Modern
some
Warfare 3
slide.
is so much fun. I think my personal favorite, we'll start with the Breacher drone, which is actually a
Yeah.
lethal. It's in
It's a
your
lethal,
lethal slot.
yes.
So it's basically a handheld drone that you
I
pull
don't
out.
think we should buy
and
the
it's
new
just a
CODs. They keep
slow,
giving us the same
flying
games over
down
and
the
over again.
hallway. You can
Boycott
clear
it.
dom points,
Diff,
hard
I
points,
definitely
and
hear you.
wipe out
Took an
an
hour
entire enemy
nap.
squad
How
with
was
it.
it? Hey,
On
Darkson.
a 4-piece.
Diff, I definitely hear you, but
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Equip the breacher drone.
Yeah.
everyone's gonna buy
Extra
it.
option.
It'll explode.
Or everyone
on
already
impact.
purchased it.
The
I
challenge with
agree
that one,
wholeheartedly
though,
with you,
it's
bro.
slow moving enough. You can
I
shoot
think
it
if you
down
boycott it, you
seen
get something
like
better,
in
but
action.
unfortunately,
There you go.
everyone's
So
gonna
in
buy
addition
it.
to that, we have a mosquito drone, which
How was
you
your
shoot
nap,
in the
girl?
air, and it basically
That's why I need a nap.
encircles an area and then dive
Actually, I
bombs
still
an
take a nap
enemy
before
and
I do
approaches
this
that area.
small one.
I will in fact say that my experience with the mosquito drone has been quite like as
No
annoying as a real mosquito. they plague me in matches when I've play tested, and so
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
You got-
yeah.
You got
Tricky.
headphones on.
tricky.
I don't know what I
yeah.
think.
That's how you know
Hear
it's
that
the
thing
same shit.
coming,
Right,
yeah.
right. We have something called the ACS, which is affectionately called the capture bot on the dev team. So it's basically this box that you throw down on a dom point or hard point,
Glad to
and it'll
eat and
capture the
go
point
right
for
back.
you. So
Had to tap in,
you can
watch the
hang
stream.
back
I
and get in
appreciate you.
cover, and then let it capture the point
He
for
said
you.
eat and go right back to sleep. I heard that,
you
girl.
can take them out from behind cover. So
I heard
just
that.
yesterday, I had an awesome match where I put
about to
down
get off.
an ACS on a dom point and then shot a mosquito drone in the air that it was patrolling. So I just like hung back and watched the whole thing unfold. An enemy rolled in there to try to get my ACS out, and then the mosquito drone got it, and I didn't have to do anything. I was just like, that's right. That's all my equipment do.
You're like, I have crafted the master plan to capture this point.
I was pretty proud of myself. It was pretty epic.
Love this garbage
Um,
game.
And then he went on to drop a nuke and have a big
Yeah, they
game.
never fixed anything. They could.
Not that
At least fix
good
the hacking
yet,
issues,
but,
but
okay, all right.
instead,
He drops
They
100
upped the
at shipment,
price.
guys. Don't believe it.
No, it was an awesome
Yeah.
moment. So yeah, we just have a bunch
Give me a
of
second.
fun stuff coming in terms of
For a higher
vehicles,
price.
tacticals, field equipment, streaks. We have the Guardian that gets a lot of love. It's basically you know, this thing that you put down that's an area of denial tool. You can just you know, it really limits enemies' movement when they run into the beam that it shoots out.
It doesn't actually eliminate players.
You know, the crazy part is, all these streamers that are playing it,
stay tuned for Warzone later,
still
which
hype it up
hopefully
till they
all
get home
do. I
and
think
talk
we're
shit
going to
about
see
it.
a lot of the Guardian in Battle Royale later, but it is that aerial denial, not necessarily getting the eliminations, but eliminating the players who are affected by the Guardian.
It's almost like a stun grenade, kinda, you know. And we have something called the comm scrambler that you throw down, and it's basically it creates like the ghost perk in a certain area. So you know, it wipes
I'm
out
streaming,
enemy communication. So enemy
no Call of Duty
UAVs
right
won't
now.
work. You know, like everybody won't show up on the map in this certain area. But the counter to that is like everyone can see
the
it where
active
it is.
area. Yeah,
exactly.
so you'll get ghost, I believe you said, if you're inside the vicinity of the
Right, the
comm
perimeter.
scrambler, but
That's
you
right.
can see where it's active on the map. So expect
Anything
Shiggy
good so
to
far?
be,
Yeah, as soon as you
rushed.
throw it down, everybody knows where it is. They just
Dark is
you're
like the
hidden
same
in
shit.
that bubble.
They're gonna be
for a while.
wrong
Which
before the game comes
could
out
be
for us.
very
Yeah.
useful indoors. I
Yeah,
think that's
and
a
any
very
streamer that
cool tool
doesn't
to have.
get
So,
it
but
will
before we wrap up the convo
be
here
left
on
behind.
466,
All
I
hype will be
wanted
on the
to
new
ask
COD, yeah.
you about
I'm glad OG Maps back, but bring back.
Ooh, okay, yeah, let's
Greg, what can you tell us, and can you give us any
I don't know,
more
guys, I'm
details
not-
on when we can expect to see ranked?
I'm not too excited looking at this.
We
so.
can. So our friends at Treyarch are on the case again with ranked play. They do a fantastic job with it. We love partnering with them on it. And they're going to bring that experience, update it, modernize it from Modern Warfare 2, bring that forward, and then for Season 1.5, which is
Not a fan. Yeah, they appreciate you with the follow. That's love good. Thank you.
We will have it out.
I don't know, guys.
And that's when it's going to launch, because we
At least
want
they
enough
realized how
time
stupid they were
where players
and
can get
put red
familiar
dots
with
back.
everything. They
Yeah.
can understand what's happening within the game.
100% right, Randy.
And start to build those
It
restrictions.
drops
within the
November, right?
game, and you can
No,
find
this
out more
drops
from,
beta tomorrow for
Treyarch
PlayStation
as they're
and for
we
PC
go
next
through
week.
As we
development
get closer, we're going to be talking more about it, but excited
You're
to say
100%
that
right,
later
Randy.
in Season 1, we will have a ranked play coming to multiplayer Modern Warfare 3.
Assassin's Creed's gonna be fire. I'm getting
but
today.
that
Nice.
wraps up our Core 66
I have to watch
gameplay
you
for
play
the
it.
day. We're going to see the folks behind us switch over. We've got an exciting new mode to talk about that we're going to get to here in a second. It's called Cutthroat. It is awesome. There's so much to get into there.
The whole game
First,
drops
we
in
have a
November?
quick
Oh, yeah, I'm
special
sorry.
announcement for all of our PlayStation
Yeah,
players out
the
there
game drops in
like
November.
me. Take a look.
Hopefully they don't do the
Once they
dumb
speak of
thing
me,
where we have to use certain guns to unlock certain
They
paths for them.
want to lock your doors.
I'm sure they will.
C'est mignon. That's cute. I've never found a lock.
Okay, it's definitely gonna be like that. Yep.
I couldn't break.
Announcing the PlayStation exclusive Lockpick Operator Pack, including the
need to leave the
fan-goated
AI behind
Lockpick
where it
Operator
bans you for
skin,
saying
the American
anything.
Gothic Blueprint, and the Starry Knife Melee Weapon Blueprint.
man.
Lockpick is a cunning art feat with noble motivations and an exciting new operator to
shit's
come to
exhausting,
Modern
chat.
Warfare 3. PlayStation players can get the Lockpick Operator by pre-ordering the Modern Warfare 3. By pre-ordering Modern Warfare 3 on the PlayStation Store with the items playable at the game's launch on November 10th. I didn't know she was a PlayStation exclusive operator. This is my main in all the playtests. I auto-lock Lockpick. It is how it is.
Did you know she was an art thief?
I didn't know she was an art thief. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Thomas Crown Affair, hello, it's me. But we're about to head into live gameplay action for a brand new mode coming to Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. But first,
I'll watch a little bit of
words from our
Cutthroat and I'm done.
sponsors.
Even people were saying
Call of Duty next.
things, but not
Brought to
hackers.
you
Yep,
by
because hackers
HyperX,
fuel this game.
the official peripheral partner
It's
of
all
Call
part
of
of this
Duty.
company, man.
We're all
Can't wait to
gamers.
hear
TCL.
this streamer
Play
tell
like a
us
pro on the big
how it's the
screen
best
with
COD of all
TCL
time.
Q-Class
Yeah, here comes the
QLED
lies, brother.
TVs, up
Here
to
comes the
98
lies, brother.
inches.
Listen, I'm a Call of Duty player by trade. This is the only game I play, so for me to sit here and to act hype like I used to, those days are over, man. Hey, after that, we'd like to go there to experience it, and talk shit about it live on stage, and probably get kicked out.
Is a proud partner of Call of Duty Next, bringing
they probably make you sign disclosure.
surround sound to your
Don't say the game is back.
Experience.
NDA.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next here at the Creators Arena. Everyone's getting ready to hop into the brand new mode, Cutthroat. And this is going to be a unique one because it's 3v3v3 action. So you're going to have a little bit of a mosh pit there going on.
There's a lot of threes in it.
Yeah.
It's fun to say.
It is.
It
It is hard to say after a while. It's all about elimination. So you're there. As long as your squad can take out the other two squads, that's how you're going to win. It is inspired by Gunfight. Like, you are actually, like, it is a very competitive mode. The thing that we like about it is it plays on all of our fantastic 16 launch maps that are there, and you get to play them in a new way. So in the past, like TDM, you're spawning at either side of the map. What Cutthroat is allowing us to do is put these triangular spawns in. So because they're 3 different teams, you now have 3 points. Triangle. Math somewhere in there.
Geometry, brother.
Simple maths.
Yeah. And so it allows you to experience these maps in a way that you've never experienced before, which is part of that modernization that we like to talk about in the maps. And it's a fun experience to have, super competitive, and it's one life to live mode. It's very fun.
You can regen your down teammates, though. If you see
so you got the revives.
Get down, yeah, you can go over there and revive them. That's a fun little way to, come back after.
What led you guys to want to make this mode? What was the inspiration behind it?
It was Gunfight in a lot of ways.
Gunfight, of course, is 2v2.
2v2 is
Gunfight.
Really, and it's played on separate maps. It's played on different maps. And so what we wanted to do is be able to really focus on the 16 maps that we had at launch and be able to have a mode that is as exciting, as competitive as Gunfight in there. And really bring something new to the table, too. So our players can go out and have fun and enjoy a new experience with their squad.
Yeah, and you can take your loadout this time. So,
yes, that's what I was going to say. Right. Unlike Gunfight, we're not providing the squads with weapons. You can actually bring your blueprints and your loadout with you.
Yep,
that's right.
And it is sweaty.
It is a sweaty
I am so excited to see these guys play it because they're awesome at the game anyway. We see Dr. Lupo here. He is on Cutthroat, and of course the objective, the capture point at the end, is
already there.
The overtime mechanic.
Oh, he's down.
But you can't get downed, but you and picked up by your teammates. Now, what happens
Not anymore.
Not anymore. So now when you're eliminated, you're out. That's it. You got to wait for the next round.
Yeah, you got to wait.
No
the rounds are quick.
Yeah.
They go really, really fast. We spent a lot of time making sure that you just weren't sitting there with, dead air, essentially, watching your teammates have fun. And that flag there is now available, so they can go and capture that flag. Whoever, well, they got eliminated, but whoever gets that flag first, just like Gunfight, is going to do it.
Okay.
Between rounds, though, we rotate where that flag is because, again, geometry, that triangle, right? We could put it in the center every time, but it gets a little difficult.
Yeah. Gives players an opportunity to move around and actually interact with more in the map, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you're experiencing these maps in brand new ways. It is a lot of fun to have in there.
That guy's got really cool hair.
I was going to say something, but as a person who has none, I figured I would refrain from it.
No, I feel like, if anything, awesome. It looks a lot like the Operator Oz in Modern Warfare 2, actually.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Back into Cutthroat again. I'm very interested in these smaller game modes because I think it just creates opportunities for you to have those real intense interactive moments.
It's very intimate, and you get to situations like this where you're trying to figure out how to use your you could pop smoke here, and really just understand because there's this tension that's building around when is this flag gonna pop?
Yeah.
When do I want to go in? When does I want to have my team rush in?
Is that what you do? You would throw smoke? You'd throw a smoke right here, Greg?
No, there's no reason to throw smoke right here because you gotta wait for the flag to come out.
Oh, there's the breacher drone. Yeah.
You might want the.
Okay. I love this guy's strat. It's a good strat.
Yeah, we have the EMD grenade, which would be great in this situation because you just throw it out, pop it, And then if you get another player on the team, that they're going to show up constantly on your mini-map for your entire team.
So to me, BMD grenade a little bit like a snapshot, but it actually is going to stick to the enemy player.
It does.
That player will then get a prompt. You might be able to tear it off, I believe.
Yeah, you just pull it right out.
But it'll track you around the map and like have way more visibility on the enemy squad there. EMD very, very clutch.
Be very overpowered if you hit them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something I haven't seen actually was the thermo barrack grenade. Because I actually do like that one because it's kind of like a a Molotov, but like on steroids. So it just like does a big boom, and then also has area denial as well.
Yeah, it has area denial and it bounces, so it will not detonate on impact. So you can throw it around corners, you can throw it under cars.
You get that frag effect.
Yeah, yeah, and it adds a little bit of additional damage to explosives after the fact. So even if you survive the initial blast of that one, afterwards.
Lupo just hit a clutch headshot. He is now he picked up his teammate, and we're swapping over to Favela.
Cool.
Oh yeah,
I love this map.
I've gotten wiped down a few of those.
What's your favorite, Adam?
Out of these 5 we're playing today,
Yeah.
I have to go with Favela. I just, I know there are a bunch of high-rise stands amongst us. Yeah.
I too am a Favela stand.
But
so
I mean, just looking at it, this is beautiful.
Greg, you're the tiebreaker here.
Oh.
We've got 2 for high rise.
I love them all. They're all my babies.
Okay, fine.
Okay, all right.
I can't give any of them
no
up.
favorite children here. We got.
Favela is quite awesome with all of the movement, with everything that's happening.
Yep.
That's right.
And
Taking
high rise is also
Oh, come
great.
on, Greg. At some point.
They're all unique in their own way.
You know what? I'm switching my vote to estate just to.
Okay.
Well, you're going to be alone.
Look at that. You split the vote. How could you?
How could I? I know.
I think I love Favela because remember that play I was talking about doing with like the capture bot and the mosquito drone that was on Favela.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's why it's got a special place in my heart.
I like the little second floor store that I believe you guys have opened a window up that wasn't necessarily there before, so you can kind of see down the hill.
Yeah, and I am trash.
Couldn't be any new windows.
Well, no. I'm sorry. I might have misspoken. I thought it just was more open than it was previously.
Oh, yeah, it's possible we allowed you to mantle out of it.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of those things that are in the like metrics wise. Like the metrics have changed in a lot of sense. Like how large our doors are.
Yeah.
We actually have the doors in here. I know not everybody's thrilled with that, but it is a fun mechanic to have. It adds a lot, especially within Cutthroat, because now you're peeking those. You're able to use them for your advantage in there. We feel that they add a lot to the gameplay.
And I bring the window up only because, to your point earlier, it's those small touches that you guys have really brought to these maps that make them feel unique and different and modern for the type of gameplay we're going to see here in Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, while we have a moment and we're looking at Cutthroat, let's talk about some of the other modes as well. Ground War is one that I want to talk about. We touched on a little bit earlier on. I want to dive back into it again because it's back in Modern Warfare 3. You got large-scale maps that are going to be coming at launch. And, I guess Kim, give us a rundown on Ground War because I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, I mean, we're so happy that Ground War is coming back in Modern Warfare 3. Again, this is our big 32v32 mode. It's the biggest battle that we have in the multiplayer experience. And we will be showcasing 3 new Ground War maps at launch, with 2 of them being playable in the open beta.
Okay.
I believe that's the Levin Resort that we just saw there.
Yeah, right. So in the beta, we have Popov Power and Orlov Military Base.
Orlov Military Base.
Yeah, but these
okay.
are the 3. Yeah, you got it down.
These
Yeah.
are the 3.
Yeah, we also have a few new vehicles. So during the open beta, you'll be able to play, I believe, 2 new vehicles for Modern Warfare 3, with more to come at launch and during live seasons.
That's right.
Awesome. And we mentioned it a bit earlier, but War Mode is returning. In addition to Ground War, the favorite from Call of Duty World War II will be coming back with Modern Warfare 3.
It is awesome, and it is the attack defend mode. Adam spoke a little bit about it earlier, but you are Task Force 141 trying to take down the Coney group that has taken over a military base. They are launching ICBMs, and you are getting your tank out there, escorting your tank through a downtown area, and just having a blast doing it, and not to have a blast with the ICBMs as well.
Good pun. Good ICBM pun there.
Yeah, there was. It was trying to come out, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, I saw what you were doing there. I liked it. Yeah. And also, there was a really cool tank on screen that was just causing utter mayhem. Right. So that's what we care about.
It is that attack defense scenario where you are escorting that down the path, and it is a very linear combat. You have very clear lines of sight, clear battle lines.
150 people are
that's the gameplay
playing
that
right now.
6v6, 5v5. What's the?
It is 6v6.
6v6. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
So it is classic war mode. If we all remember what classic war mode is, but it is linear objectives. There's 3 sets of them. And it is a fantastic experience that we're excited for players to get their hands
I've seen enough
Lots to look forward to.
I've seen enough.
Ain't that the truth? Very. There's just so many options,
you guys for coming out
which is the thing that really sticks to me. Like, if you don't want to jump in with your friends and just play regular matchmaking, you can do war mode, you can do round war. Was that it feels like that was the mission of the studio here, to like really give players that ability to just like make the decisions, go with your friends, play what you want.
And like I mentioned about some of the new maps coming in live season, we have a bunch of new modes.
Not too thrilled about it. Just my opinion. I'm not too thrilled about the game. It's honestly, I'm debating if I even want to pre-order it. And I play Call of Duty. So I don't know. I'm up against the fence. Have a good day. You too, Darkskin. I'm up against the fence. What I want to do. I probably won't I don't know if I'm gonna pre-order it. Don't know. But yeah. You guys have a great day. I'm gonna go get some stuff done.